present the Glassworks Business Park and the proposed TIF. I was here quite some time ago to discuss the TIF and the project. Since that time, Mark Hall and Mrs. Lapinto both participated in the TIF committee. The TIF committee had 2 meetings and came up with a TIF plan, which is attached to your resolution. I don't know if it was circulated. This will give you an idea. This is the TIF approval timeline, which is taking place tonight. In the resolution, there'll be the presentation of the TIF plan. Council members will opt to, in the resolution, opt to participate in the TIF. In addition to that, there was an attached publication for a public hearing, which needs to take place after 30 days, which will be on September 6th, right before your September 6th meeting. So that's another item that will take place, and that will be advertised on August 4th. After that, the Clarion County Board of Commissioners will vote on August 23rd to participate, and August 16th, the Clarion School Board will vote to participate. Once all of those taxing bodies agree to participate, we'll hold a public hearing here, and then on October 4th, there will be the another meeting to create the TIF district by the borough. So in the resolution, maybe I'll bring up Clarion Miles just to remind you guys exactly where the park is and the proposed buildings and whatnot, and what exactly the TIF proceeds were used to fund.
Hi. The park's located at the former Owens, Illinois glass plant in Clarion along Grand Avenue. Bordering streets are Veteran and Sheridan Drive. The park is proposed to be built in the former hot end of the Owens, Illinois glass plant, which is currently a grassy field. The park will include, tentatively right now, 6 structures, and when it's finally complete, will produce over 200 jobs.
And so that's essentially the different square footages of the various buildings, and most of the types of buildings and jobs are going to be primarily light industrial, right there?
Yes.
So I guess that's our presentation, and then you'll vote on the resolution later, correct? Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to ask. Does anybody have any questions?
Well, my one question would be, proposed 200 jobs, light industrial. Will these be companies coming in, or do we have people already set up to go into that?
We're looking for both options. The data shows that your best clients come within 150 miles for light industrial commercial use of this sort. But we are looking to reach outside the area to bring new jobs in as well from out of state, or anywhere we can reach out to someone and basically persuade them to come into our area and build. And we'll be advertising nationwide. So.
That this space is available to as a business incubator, or you're
Yes.
talking about that kind of?
Yeah, what we're looking to do is through this TIF, we're allowed to be very flexible with our options, whether a business wants to come in and buy the property outright, whether they want to lease the land and build their own building to suit, or whether they'd like to have us build the structure for them and do a build to suit that fits their needs. And we're able to be very flexible because we're starting with open ground. We have the infrastructure surrounding the park that's able to adequately supply any industry that would look to come into the area. One thing we're personally not going to do is bring in any heavy industry. We're looking for light industry, very, very low noise levels, and no pollution. No pollution.
Okay. Can I ask one more question?
Sure.
Will you be reaching out, or will you have some kind of relationship with the Small Business Development Center at Clarion University?
Absolutely. I've already reached out to the university, And we plan on integrating this as much as possible with the university. I spoke with several of the business professors, and they would already have discussed their interest in possibly using this for the real estate department. They could use it as their industrial appraisal, since they don't have a good businesses that they could, use that from, and then we can supply them with all the data and information they would need.
And the Small
finance
Business
department-
Development Center would be able to give, help developing businesses, new businesses with funds.
Yes, they did a projection for us as
Okay.
well, and they have been working with us, and they've reached out to us several times, and we have been working directly with them in any way possible that we could use them to secure the funding to build the individual buildings. We would certainly like to do so.
Well, we've had interest from small manufacturers, smaller firms that may do tool and die, powdered metals type things that would be more of a startup. And we definitely direct them towards the SBA for any assistance they could have. Clarion County is surrounded by a lot of small industry, such as tool and die, powdered metals and fabrication, but yet we don't have a lot here. And, we believe that that's in the range. We know that those businesses are generally small business owners, and that's gonna be, one of my targets to try to bring some of that here. It's in Crawford County, it's in Jefferson County, it's in Elk County, it's heavy in Erie County, and we think, with the right, type of environment, we can bring that into the borough here too. Which seems to be a popular and successful small business industry throughout Western PA.
And I'd like to add, they're planning on, and you just submitted an application for the roads, and they're doing storm sewers. Do you want to touch on that just for everybody?
We just submitted our application on Friday for a,
And I'm gonna show them what road, does this show any of the roads or not?
yes, it shows Grand Avenue. We submitted our application on Friday for a MTF grant, which allows us to.
And then, by the way, the MTS is the new multimodal grant program to fund roads through the DCD.
One of the roads we'd like to focus on is Grand Avenue. In the past, it had been used primarily for Owens, Illinois' freight lane. And it's severely deteriorated. The infrastructure's failed. The storm sewer system has completely deteriorated and failed, and it no longer has the strength to hold tractors and trailers and the amount of freight that we plan on bringing into the area. So we applied for a grant that would improve Hydrick Street, which attaches to Route 66 on Greenville Avenue. And we'd improve it from the intersection of Hydrick Street to the intersection of Grand and Payne Street. And then from 322 Main Street, we would also redo the storm sewer pavement, curbs, sidewalks of Sheridan Drive into the park, which is currently this road right here. 322 would be out in this area up in here. With this, we also have applied for sidewalks and lighting. We notice there's a heavy amount of pedestrian traffic, and with bringing in more freight traffic, more commercial traffic, we feel that there's a need for additional safety for pedestrians walking back and forth to Eagle Park and the other college apartments in that area. So this will allow us to redo the storm sewer, redo the profile of the road, repave the road, fix the curb issue, fix the drainage issue, and then also provide lighting and sidewalks to the pedestrians. And it will be a direct benefit to the borough as well as the park because of the improved access.
And for what it's worth, the fact that the taxing bodies are supporting the TIF helps them a lot for the grants. So the state really likes to see local support, and plus the job creation that's going to come from this is huge. So
I want to thank you for putting this together, and that would be a tremendous help to the borough.
sure.
So you know you have my support.
Thank you.
Anything, other questions? Okay, we're going to